Thank you for joining us. My name is J. Elias O'Neill. I'm the Chesterfield County Government Public Information Officer. I'm joined by Dr. Alexander Samuel. He is the Chesterfield Health District Director. Now, the Chesterfield Health District is an entity of the Virginia Department of Health. It covers Chesterfield and Powhatan counties, as well as the city of Colonial Heights. Dr. Samuel, thank you for joining us. How are you today?
Doing well, Jay. Really glad to be here.
Absolutely. Serious conversation. Obviously, we are socially distanced, masks off. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this conversation about COVID, as well as some of the booster shots and the Delta variant that is going on right now in the county. First off, let's kind of talk about the booster shots. How does the process for approval work? Who gets them? And where can people receive those shots right now?
Great question, Jay. Very, very timely. So with regard to the boosters and their rollout and determining who gets them, it's really all about the data. So during the initial vaccine rollout, lots of data has been collected about the effectiveness of the vaccine. So right now we have 3 in this country: Pfizer, Moderna, and J&J. And the company that produces Pfizer submitted data to the Food and Drug Administration, which is the federal entity that basically regulates food and drug in this country. So that includes vaccines. And so they studied that data and determined that there was a reasonable case to offer booster doses of Pfizer only at this point for a specific subset of the population. So it goes from the FDA, who makes that determination about pretty much approval, to the CDC, who make more refined kind of administration decisions, like how large should the dose be and who more specifically should get the vaccine. And then ultimately it comes down to the states. So VDH pretty much makes that decision about, yes, green light, let's get people vaccinated with boosters. So that's kind of the general process. And we crossed that last leg of approvals roughly early this week. So Monday, that green light was given, and so boosters are now available across the Commonwealth and obviously here in this health district, in this county. So in terms of, again, the vaccine that is available for a booster, it is only Pfizer. I want to be clear, it's only available to those who have received Pfizer for their first and second doses. So if you receive J&J or Moderna, simply going to have to wait, because those 2 vaccines are being evaluated in the same process that I mentioned earlier. So the kind of data is being weighed by the FDA, and we hope to hear more about those 2 vaccines in the near future.
According to the CDC, those eligible for the Pfizer booster include people 65 years and older and residents in long-term care facilities. People aged 50 to 64 years with underlying medical conditions should receive a booster. People aged 18 to 49 years with underlying medical conditions may receive a booster shot, and people aged 18 to 64 years who are at increased risk for COVID-19 exposure and transmission because of occupational and institutional settings may receive a booster shot. The booster shot can only be given at least 6 months after the Pfizer primary series. You can receive the booster at most of your local pharmacies. You can also go online to vaccines.gov, which provides a map, and you can also select a pharmacy location and set up an appointment. Also, the Chesterfield Health District is operating the Rockwood Vaccination Center on Whole Street Road. It's located in the former Big Lots building. The hours of operation for the booster shots are on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to noon. If you have more questions for the health department, you can call the Chesterfield Health District at 804-748-1691. Again, 804-748-1691, or visit www.vdh.virginia.gov or www.chesterfield.gov/COVID. In the coming weeks, I will be having a longer conversation with Dr. Samuel to share more information about the booster shots and commonly asked questions. Stay tuned.